how to get rid of your lying. What's up? If you're new here, my name is Josh. Now I'm someone who used to lie a lot. Like a lot. Well, actually, let me not guess. It wasn't like 24/7 every day. But, a liar is still a liar. And it'll be the smallest things. Now, if you're someone who lies about the smallest things, you know what I mean. It'll be something like, what'd you eat today? And then for some reason you want to lie and say you ate steak instead of saying, oh, I just ate some fries with some nuggets, like just little stuff like that. There's only one type of liar, and that's a liar. If you're a big liar, and if you're a small liar, you're both still liars. Now, the big lies have more heft to them, and the little lies have less heft, but in the end, they're still lies. Now, like I said, a couple years ago, I used to be a very, very, very big small liar. I used to lie about the smallest things, and I don't know why I would do it, and I would want to stop, but I couldn't for some reason. My friends would ask me such little things like, oh, hey, this was like when I started going to the gym. I was like, oh, I'm going every day and stuff like that. And they're like, oh, hey, did you go to the gym today? And then even though I didn't go, I'd be like, yeah. And for some reason, it's like, because you don't want to disappoint that person in a way, or like make them view you different, you just lie instead of just saying, no, I didn't go. So I would say, yeah, I did go. And then guess what? You'd have to lie again because they'd ask you, oh, what did you hit today? And I'd be like, oh, I hit chest. Boom, that's another lie. When all this could have been avoided if you would have just said, no, I didn't go. But there's some like pride in that, like that you don't want to say no in whatever, or you don't want to just say the truth because it makes you look a different way. Now I'm going to tell you guys what helped me to stop lying so much. Now I feel like I've overcome this in a way. So that's why I feel like I can talk about it, and I've experienced it, that so much lying that, it would overtake your own mind. You'd be like, okay, I gotta stop. You check yourself, you'd be like, like this one sin is really taking over me. Like, I just need to stop. Like, why do I lie about the smallest things? So what I started doing was putting myself in positions to not lie. If you know yourself and you know you're gonna lie about something, put yourself in a position to not lie. So for example, with the gym, instead of lying and saying I didn't go to the gym because I know I'm gonna lie about saying I did go, I would just go to the gym. Instead of me lying and saying yes, I wouldn't have to lie and say yes I did because I actually went. Now you can use that for whatever example you want, but I'm just giving you an example that I would struggle with. Now I don't know how exactly you can put that into food or anything, but with food, I just started telling people what I ate, because what's wrong with telling people what you ate? Don't feel embarrassed. For some reason, we lie about the smallest things for no reason. That's also something you gotta train your mind, because why are you lying about you ate some pancakes this morning when you ate a Hot Pocket? Like, tell them you ate a Hot Pocket, so what? I used to have this friend, not to put him down in this video, but I used to have a friend, no, I still have a friend who used to lie back in like, it was a long time ago, like middle school, elementary school, and he would lie about so much things. He'd be like, oh yeah, I got a PS4, and I got all these games, and bro had none of them games or any of that stuff. And when a new iPhone came out, he'd be like, oh yeah, I have the new iPhone, but it's at home. And then he'd bring like the most trashiest phone to school, and you're like, oh, you bring the bad phone to school and then the good one you leave at home. Like, what middle schooler is gonna rob you? Actually, where I'm from, that's probably pretty normal, but he'd just lie about the simplest things, and in places he want to go, he'd say he'd go to those places when he never even been to those places. So that's what I started doing. I just stopped putting myself in positions to lie. If I don't want to disappoint someone in a way, I just do that thing, or not do that thing and tell the truth. Like, something else I would do is I would lie to this one friend about going somewhere so that I just don't have to meet up with them because I don't want to meet up with them. Instead, if you're in that position and you know you're going to lie, just make yourself busy so that you don't have to go out with that person. It can be the simplest things that you can do yourself to try to not put yourself in positions to lie. But yeah, just those little small changes you can make to put yourself in a position not to lie. Change some things you do, maybe do those things that you have to do and you don't want to tell that person another thing because you didn't do it. Just go do it. If you don't want to lie about a certain breakfast, how about you eat that breakfast that you want, you know, or that you're going to say that you're going to eat? Or just say the breakfast. It really doesn't matter. As you grow older, you're like, what? Why do I lie about that stuff? Like, it'll be the simplest things and the stupidest things, but you still do it. And I used to struggle with that a lot. And I asked God to help me with that. And I just changed my habits around. I just did it or didn't do it, whatever the thing is. And that way I didn't have to lie about certain things. And sometimes, honestly, you just gotta own up to it. If you feel like you're gonna lie about something, sometimes you just gotta own up to it and not lie. Just don't do it. You know, just tell the truth and that's it. Own up to it, because it doesn't matter what you do, eventually you are gonna get caught. Because it's gonna build from lie to another lie, and then you have to build these years of lies that someday you're just gonna be like, why y'all attacking me? You build that yourself. You built all these lies and people finally found out that they were all lies, and you're gonna put yourself in a deeper hole than you thought it would put you in. So try to stop lying now. Stop putting yourself in a position to lie. And yeah, that's really what helped me. I hope and can help you guys some way, shape, or form. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy this video. God loves you. I love you. Peace.